them out.
Well, I got to tell you, probably one of the big call-outs that is happening today, it's turned into a little bit of a battle that is now getting some national attention. We had referenced it when the story came down about a week ago, but I don't know if you saw in Orlando over the weekend on early Sunday, the Florida Department of Transportation, they repainted the Pulse Memorial Crosswalk in Orlando back to black and white. This is for the second time they had to do that because they had the rainbow crosswalk there that they created in 2017. It was to honor the 49 victims of the 2016 Pulse nightclub shooting. And so the state had ordered them to get rid of the rainbow colors and go to black and white on that. And so every time they do it black and white, people are taking chalk and they're coloring back in the coloring on it. And so now they've put police and highway patrol officers out there monitoring the group.
What are we doing?
Exactly. Well,
this is so much effort just to be mean.
It really, it's pretty unreal.
What the hell are we doing?
What are we doing? It is pretty crazy.
It's a tribute to people that lost their lives. Like, what does anybody care?
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, they are saying
now there's cops there guarding it to make sure that we don't paint it back.
Yeah.
All right, it seems like a lot of effort just to be mean.
Yeah, so they are, it's turned into a big fight back and forth on it. One of the things that they're saying is, you're not allowed to have any kind of political statements in crosswalks or ideological statements, and they're saying that that's what that violates. Some people are saying, can we make exceptions? We like murals, we like colors, we like these different things, and these are in communities where it makes a point and there is a purpose to it. Now, some of the stuff in another one of the debates and the side angle on this, one person had sent us a comment last week when I had mentioned this before with Delray Beach doing it. They said the crosswalk thing is a safety issue and it's backed up by studies. It disorients drivers and messes with self-driving cars. It's not a discrimination issue. It is a traffic safety thing. And I'd not really heard that put front and forward, but like with anything in any argument you have a study that can be countered by another study. Because I saw that according to a Bloomberg philanthropy study from 2022, they found that crosswalks with art actually saw a 17% decrease in crashes.
There's been so many times I've been on I-95 driving and there's signs that move with sandwiches and food. That's so distracting and so dangerous. How is that allowed? I mean, you're driving on a highway and all of a sudden a hoagie is flashing on a screen and you're looking at this hoagie screen while you should be looking at the road. Sorry, I'm going to always look at the hoagie.
I think a lot of people are just saying, look, we got a lot of problems that we need to fix. And why is this taking up so much issue? Why are we paying police officers to guard these crosswalks to make sure somebody doesn't put chalk to it? It seems like we are just wasting a lot of time and energy, and it's really stupid.
I don't care that much about dumb stuff. This is dumb.
Well,
let this community have this crosswalk in front of a place where a lot of gay people were massacred. Why does it matter?
Yeah, it does seem like you said, these are one of those things that people are just like, what are we doing here? This is such a foolish use of our time and resources. And, they paid money to have these crosswalks done, and now you're erasing them. In fact, one of the crosswalks cost $16,000 they put in. And look, if somebody raises the money and they want to do it, I understand. It's like, okay, we don't want to take tax dollars and things like that we need for repairing roads and things like that to do something that's superfluous. But at the same rate, a lot of these towns have raised their own money. Now, Delray Beach, they have voted to keep theirs. In fact, they are going to be meeting on the 3rd to talk about it again because they've been ordered by the state to get rid of theirs. On Friday, the state ordered Fort Lauderdale to remove their LGBTQ plus Progress Pride flag that they have. It's kind of at a location, too, which is, a section of Fort Lauderdale Beach where there's a high gay population. So they're saying, look, they're in areas where they make sense. Key West has also voted to unanimously keep its rainbow crosswalks. And so it's just odd that we do have these little pockets of gay communities that they're coming in and saying, no, you got to erase it. And they're saying, look, this is what makes it unique. This is what beautifies it. It's something that we have pride in. And why can't you just let us be our own little unit here?
The argument about it being distracting when you've got signs on I-95 that are literally playing movies. I mean, come on.
They
now.
do have LED screen billboards. No one's stopping those.
Yeah,
And in fact, a lot of those are political,
Yeah, I mean-
especially during political season.
I'm just saying. I mean, that is such a distracting thing.
Shouldn't we care more about something like that than crosswalks?
Well, that's what some people are arguing. This has just turned into an issue where both sides are digging in and fighting. And I think
So
a lot of
it's
people are
political.
saying-
This has turned political.
It
then.
completely is, I guess. I
It
guess
has.
that's
It's
what
turned
the
political.
argument is, and it just. I think for a lot of people who, are just like, look, let's just deal with something else. Boynton Beach has complied. West Palm, in fact, today they're washing theirs away, so they're like, we don't want to deal with it because they're going to take money away from the city. It's just where people are just like saying, can we just direct our energies onto something else that's going to make a bigger impact? And why do we have to try to suppress some of these communities that just want to do something that's unique in their area?
and artistic.
Yeah. Yeah, they feel like it's a major overreach. And, a lot of people feel like there's some animosity. It's kind of mean-spirited. And
It
that's just it.
is.
And they don't like that feel.
It comes from a place of ugliness and hate, and you never want to see that directed at anybody. I don't care what political party you are. I don't want anybody hated on.
And West Palm, you got some other fish to fry here. You got look around. There's some other things you could be doing.
Yeah, I think that's where some people are. It's like, it's just insane that we've gotten to this point, that it's escalated to this level. And neither side's going to back down. So I guess we'll see where the fight ends. But
It's
just one of those-
exhausting.
It is exhausting.
The whole sides. I'm so over the us versus them or them versus. It's either A or B, and there's never any nuance about any of these conversations. It's either my team versus your team, and it is so tired and hack.
It is. It's just
It's
we waste.
divisive and it makes
Yeah.
everybody angry. And
It
I think
does.
that's what they want. I think a lot of groups of people want us to be angry at each other.
do.
I'm not angry at anybody, and you're not going to make me.
That's not true. You hate men.
Well, I do.
Yeah.
I hate mean men. 9 out of 10 men are actually mean, maybe more.
That's 90% of men.
Just kidding.
Another fight that seems to be happening in communities all throughout South Florida as well is the fight over the pickleball courts.
Yeah, no, this is a thing. My dad is he loves tennis. I grew up in a tennis household.
Are all the tennis courts being turned into pickleball?
There are tennis courts being turned into pickleball, and tennis players are feeling butthurt about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know in the Riverwalk community that is out there as you head to Royal Palm, they have got a huge fight over pickleball courts in that community, and it's divided the community.
It's political.
And in Fort
That's political
Lauderdale,
too.
It's political.
everything is. It's so
They're
crazy.
painting them into pickleball courts, and they're painting them rainbow.
Only Republicrats play pickleball.
Yeah. And so on Fort Lauderdale Beach, they have those basketball courts that are there. And they're like, well, now we're going to replace those with pickleball courts.
Yeah.
So now what they've decided to do, they are going to, if you know where those basketball courts are, it's pretty cool to be able to play basketball on the beach. So they're going to convert those courts, but then they're going to make new courts not too far away. Some people are trying to say it's a win-win. Other people are just saying it's kind of stupid, but
Some people are trying to say they're going to make basket pickleball. It's a whole new thing.
Basket pickle?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
I-
it's saying.
I would love a basket of pickles.
my grandfather watched it. They had pickleball on ESPN or something yesterday, and it was kind of on.
Your grandfather was watching?
Yeah, he was over the house. He was just looking for anything tennis related.
Your grandfather's dead, honey.
I'm sorry, my father-in-law. Sorry, not my grandfather.
So zombie grandpa was over?
Zombie grandpa Ross.
So we call him Grandpa.
That is horrifying.
Yeah. Sorry.
Imagine
My father-in-law was over
zombie
watching it.
grandpa watching pickleball.
What's going on in the world? I'm going back to being dead. I was kind of underwhelmed by watching it, though. It wasn't very exciting.
Oh, okay, on TV.
It might be fun to play. I'm not sure it's exciting to watch.
It would be better if you watch it with maybe like 7 drinks.
Yes. That might be better. And another interesting column out here. There's a woman who was on Reddit sharing what happened after she didn't include a coworker on her wedding guest list. I guess this coworker went to HR after finding out she was not invited, confronted the bride, and filed a complaint.
What the hell?
She claimed the bride was being exclusive and creating a hostile environment.
That person sucks so hard.
That person does suck. That's why you didn't get invited, because you suck.
Because you're not you suck.
Nobody likes you.
Isn't that crazy? She said, I explained to her it was a personal event, not work related, and HR quickly closed the case, but now she's being passive aggressive and making all these digs at me at work.
But guess what? Nobody at work likes her.
Nobody.
She has no faction at work, and if she does, she's friends with the other person everyone doesn't like either.
Well, turn the tables on her. If she's creating a hostile work environment with her comments and her snide remarks, you go back to HR and say, look, you guys need to help me with this because this girl's insane.
Right. Yeah. She said, I guess she thought that HR could force me to invite her to my wedding.
Oh my gosh, what a crazy bee.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to go to a wedding where you're not wanted?
People are weird.
People are weird.
Yeah. And I got a couple positive call-em-outs here. One, did you have any idea that Mark Morrison, the British R&B star, lived in, I guess, like Palm Beach Gardens?
No.
Yeah, remember this song from back in the day? School shopping spree, the Mall Wellington Green. This is back on August 4th, but I just saw it over the weekend. I'm like, dang, more than 30 kids, all part of the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Palm Beach and Martin counties and Coastal Middle and High School.
That's so cool.
He's Palm Beach Gardens.
Yeah,
so
I guess
he lives in my neighborhood.
Wow.
Dog, we're neighbors. Let's jam.
He don't live in your neighborhood.
No, he lives in I live in the low budget part of
Something tells me he's got a gate.
Yeah.
He lives in the rich part of Gardens.
And Kodak Black continues to pop up and do cool things. We were just getting out of my son's game on Friday night when all of a sudden in the backseat they're like going, oh my gosh, man, Kodak Black's at the Spanish River game, which is just across town. And sure enough, Kodak Black was on the sidelines playing the water boy, and he was going up to all the players and squirting water in their mouths. Like, how cool is that? That a guy that you listen to all his music and you love what he does there is your water boy for a game.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so that was the big talk that was going on Friday. Kodak Black playing water boy for the Spanish River Sharks.
He must have done something bad. He's trying to look over here.
Tomorrow, Virginia's going to have a Kodak Black Dirt of the Day story.
He does like little naughty things, and then he'll come do like 10 great things, and then you're like, that Kodak Black, we love that guy.
It's a fun balance. Actually, I enjoy the game because one always comes with the other.
And the thing he did, it's definitely not good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's naughty. It's naughty.
It's more than, it's not good.